Jason and Sue Lyne, who are RBC customers, say this situation dates back to December 2022 when payments to Telus started exiting from their joint bank account they share with their daughter. They say those payments had nothing to do with them or their daughter and are wondering why the bank didn't put better safeguards in place.
How many months did we deal with it? February till now.
Jason and Sue Lyne expressed their frustration over RBC's handling of their complaint about payments coming out of a joint bank account they share with their daughter. Transactions they say they never authorize. The Coquitlam couple says in December of 2022, payments to Telus started to be withdrawn, which had no connection to their daughter.
It was basically around $130 per time coming out. That was not her payment.
The Lynes say their daughter, who lives in Calgary, first noticed the Telus withdrawals in February 2023 and reported it to the local RBC branch in Alberta.
The advice from the teller was it was not an RBC problem. It was something she needed to take up with Telus because Telus was the ones actually taking the money out of her account.
But Sue says Telus had no record of their daughter ever being a customer.
For about 9 months, she was ping-ponged between RBC and Telus.
Jason says in January of 2024, he intervened and went to his local RBC branch to get the payments stopped. The payments did stop, but RBC told the Lynes in its internal appeal process there was no bank error made and only partially refunded them just under $400 due to the time lapse in reporting the incident. RBC noted, as indicated in the Payments Canada guidelines, clients have 90 days from the date of the withdrawal to report incorrect or unauthorized pre-authorized debit transactions to their financial institution. RBC also stated it had no record of their daughter reporting the incident to RBC.
Again, just discussed.
The Lynes say they are still owed over $1,500.
How are they allowed to be responsible for our money and then let that happen and then not make it right?
The Lynes say they were told verbally by an RBC branch manager another RBC customer had incorrectly entered information when setting up the Telus pre-authorized payments. And Telus told Consumer Matters through an initial investigation there is no record of the Lynes' daughter being a customer with Telus. Meantime, RBC told us it couldn't comment further due to client privacy, stating in part, "We have shared our findings with our client directly and explained the reasons for our decision." RBC follows Payments Canada's pre-authorized debit rules, including with respect to transaction disputes. Duff Conacher, co-founder of the nonprofit Democracy Watch, says rules in general are often in favor of big business and not the consumer.
Banks have set up electronic banking, and they've set up the system to favor the banks so that if they, by mistake or through some scam or fraud, there's money taken out of your account, that they're protected and you lose your money.
The Lynes say they're planning next steps to take their money elsewhere. And RBC recently reported a third quarter profit of nearly $4.5 billion. That's up from $3.86 billion a year earlier. Meantime, the Lynes say they have started a file with the ADR Chambers Banking Ombuds Office, an external complaints body. And if you have a consumer issue for me, you can email me at consumermatters@globalnews.ca.